Australia Travel Exemptions Update. Part 3. In today's video update, we will talk about the compassionate and compelling reasons to travel outside Australia. We have already published video updates on travel exemptions, so please check the links mentioned below, in the comments and description below. Please keep in mind that, if you are travelling for compassionate and compelling reasons, the Commissioner of the Australian Border Force may give you an exemption. Compassionate and compelling grounds include, but are not limited to, the necessity to travel due to a close family member's death or serious illness. Before you leave, you need to obtain a visa and be exempt from Australia's travel restrictions. You can apply for an exemption online, but you must submit adequate documentation to back up your claims. If inadequate proof is supplied, requests may be finalised without further review. All papers must be translated into English on an official basis. If feasible, request for an exemption at least 2 weeks, but no more than 2 months before your intended trip. If you are travelling because of a death or serious illness of a close family member, you may apply within this deadline, and we will give your application priority. If you are not given an exemption, you should cancel your trip arrangements, since you will be unable to board an aircraft to Australia. If you are given a travel exemption, you must bring proof of that decision to the airport. Apply for an exemption online. If you are not in an exempt group, you can use the travel exemption site to obtain an individual exemption to Australia's travel restrictions. You must request an exemption at least 2 weeks, but no more than 2 months before your intended trip date. The majority of travel exemption petitions are processed within 7 days. Complicated requests might take longer to process. To submit a travel exemption request, you must have a visa or have filed for one, as well as give facts and documentation to back up your claim. If inadequate proof is supplied, requests may be finalised without further review. This might contain the following items: proof of identity, evidence that you possess a valid visa, travel itinerary, marriage, birth, death certificate (S), evidence of relationship or residence, such as a shared tenancy agreement, joint bank account, etc. Letter from a doctor or hospital indicating why travel is essential. Letter from an employer indicating why travel is essential. Supporting letter from a business or government agency suggesting why your skills are critical. The statutory declaration to confirm your claims. Possessing a travel exemption does not guarantee that you will be permitted to fly to Australia during this time. Only make one request per individual. Duplicate requests will cause the assessment to be delayed. If you are not given an exemption, you should cancel your trip arrangements, since you will be unable to board an aircraft to Australia. If you are given a travel exemption, you must bring proof of that decision to the airport. Our video ends here. We hope you found this video informative and useful. Thanks for watching today's video update.